PlayStation has officially revealed the new PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium lineup for January 2026. And there's a lot to talk about. We've got a major survival horror game arriving, a huge, awesome RPG packed with an awesome story and a ton of side quests, some slower, more atmospheric, kind of unique experiences, which will be really good on the portal, and one classic PlayStation game joining Premium. So in this video, I'll run through every game coming to PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium this month, break down what each one is all about, and then at the end, I'll explain why one legendary game just completely stole my attention. All of these games will be available to play from January the 20th. So not long to wait next week, and you will be able to dive in. And let's dive in right now to the games and see what's happening. Kicking things off, we have Resident Evil Village. This is the 8th main entry in the Resident Evil series, and it continues the story of Ethan Winters following the events of Resident Evil 7. Set in a mysterious European village, the game blends survival horror, exploration, and some really intense, gross encounters as Ethan searches for answers while facing terrifying new threats. The village itself plays a huge role in the experience as it is just creepy as hell. It's filled with secrets, strange characters, tons of unsettling locations as the story unfolds. I remember playing the demo of this one before it launched, and it was so goddamn creepy. This is probably at my scary game limit. I may jump back into it. Then again, I might not. Let me know if you'll be jumping into this one this month. Always leave me a comment. Let me know in the comments which game you're most excited to play this month. Next up is Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. This entry brings together Ichiban Kasuga and Kazuma Kiryu in a massive RPG that spans multiple locations, including Honolulu, Tokyo, and a whole bunch of other places. The story revolves around personal journeys, betrayal, and redemption, while offering a mix of turn-based combat and the series' trademark crazy fun side activities. There's actually like games within games in this. You can go to the arcade and play like Sega Get Bass Fishing and stuff. Honestly, when I see games like this from Sega, it just makes me wonder what would the gaming landscape be like if we still had Sega about making a console. We'd be on like the Dreamcast 3 or 4 by now or something like that. That would be awesome because they've got so many games that are just absolutely banging. I would love to see that. Sega make a comeback. As Xbox is leaving, you can make a comeback with all your awesome games. What franchises Sega have? And this one, Yakuza Like a Dragon, people play this, you will not be disappointed. I realised I just said Yakuza Like a Dragon. You know what I mean? It's Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth. It's all part of the same franchise, so that's why I said that. Next up is Expeditions, a Mudrunner game, which takes things in a very different direction to SnowRunner and Mudrunner. This one is all about leading scientific expeditions into uncharted territory, navigating extreme environments, and uncovering hidden secrets across deserts, forests, and mountainous regions. The thing that is very similar to your SnowRunner games is players manage the vehicles, equipment, and research teams while adapting to the brutal terrain and unpredictable conditions as they push further into the wild. Now, I've not played this one, but as I said, I have played SnowRunner, and it's a really unique driving game. Like, I remember being stuck in snow and tying my winch around a tree to pull me out, only to slide into a ditch and be stuck. So it's one of these ones you really need to use your mind and your head in a different way. It's not about, speed into corners and stuff like that. It's like, how are you going to get from point A to B? Really fun, really unique, and a much slower paced game, which I think will be awesome on the PlayStation Portal. A Quiet Place: The Road Ahead is a single player horror adventure inspired by the movie franchise. I've never seen that movie. Is it any good? As you all know, I don't like horror stuff, so yeah, sound off in the comments. The game tells an original story set after the alien invasion, following a young woman trying to survive in a world where sound can mean instant danger. Yeah, that doesn't sound good at all, does it? I hope your DualSense doesn't pick up on any sounds, or you might be screwed. Alongside the external threat, the narrative also explores personal struggles and emotional tension as the story unfolds. This is a much more narrative focused horror experience, and it leans heavily into atmosphere and storytelling. And because it's slower paced and single player, again, if you like horror games, this will be perfect for playing on your PlayStation Portal. Next up, we have Darkest Dungeon 2, which is joining the lineup this month. This sequel takes the series in a new direction, sending players on a grim journey across a collapsing world as they attempt to prevent the apocalypse. You'll manage a party of flawed heroes, uncover their backstories, and face increasingly brutal challenges along the way. It's dark, strategic experience built around risk, consequence, and long term decision making. Now, one of the more unusual additions this month, which I'm really interested to jump into, is the Exit 8. This is a short walking simulator. No, don't skip by. Don't think, oh no, that's boring. It's inspired by Japanese underground spaces and liminal environments. If you don't know what that is, Google liminal environments and just go down the rabbit hole on YouTube. You're trapped in an endless passageway and must carefully observe your surroundings. This kind of reminds me about PT a wee bit in the passageway. Anyway, turning back only when something feels wrong. It's minimal, unsettling, and relies entirely on observation and attention to detail rather than traditional gameplay mechanics. I think this will be awesome fun on the portal. Definitely on my list this week to check out. You know I love rally games, and this one is a little bit different, with Art of Rally bringing us a stylized take on racing to PlayStation Plus. It's inspired by the golden era of rally racing. You may recognize some of the cars on screen. They look like the exact same cars that were in Sega Rally back in the day. But this game uses a top-down perspective and some really bold visuals. It looks really good as players compete across dozens of stages around the world. It features a wide range of vintage cars, multiple difficulty options, and both career and challenge modes. This one celebrates classic rally racing in a more artistic, stripped back kind of way. And I've played this game and it is really tough. The next PS Plus extra game is a little to the left. Yes, if you would rather tidy up virtual stuff instead of your real stuff in your house, this is for you. This is a cam puzzle focused game centered around sorting and organizing everyday household objects. So instead of cleaning up your office or your bedroom or your kitchen, which would maybe actually make you happier in life, just play this and earn some trophies. This is the way to go. Each puzzle encourages players to find the right arrangement, often with playful twists and surprises, including interference from a mischievous cat. It's designed as a relaxing, low pressure experience with a large collection of short puzzles. This game actually sounds ideal for the portal. I'm not going to lie, I'm going to check this one out as well. This might be a great kind of bedtime game. Just going to arrange, some stuff and then fall asleep. Perfect. Ridge Racer joins PlayStation Plus Premium this month. Originally released on the original PlayStation way back, Ridge Racer is a legendary arcade racer known for its drifting, its speed, its absolutely amazing soundtrack. This version includes some modern enhancements like rewind, quick save, and some visual options for you to play about with, while preserving the original experience that helped define early PlayStation racing. This leads us on nicely as we drift straight into my pick to play first. If you can only pick one game this month, my pick is going to be Ridge Racer. Oh, yes. And a little bit of a caveat here, the footage you're seeing on screen is actually the arcade perfect version of Ridge Racer. So that is from Arcade Archives, which you can buy just now. But bizarrely enough, Bandai Namco have approved the PS1 getting a version on PS5 as well. So we're going to have two versions of Ridge Racer available to buy on PlayStation 5. Kind of bizarre, but all good. I'm happy because we're getting this one as part of our PlayStation Plus Premium subscription. And this is just pure PlayStation nostalgia. I had Ridge Racer on PS1 as a kid. I played the heck out of the demo disc, which had Ridge Racer Revolution on it, my Demo 1 disc. Who had a Demo 1 disc? It was just the best. And, This just helped define early console racing with its arcade style, handling, drifting, the amazing music. It really, really set the tone, especially when you compared it to the Sega Saturn, which had Daytona USA, which was nowhere near as visually as impressive as Ridge Racer was. So this is just a huge win. I'm so happy we're getting so many more amazing PlayStation 1, just classic games, slowly but steadily filtering down into PlayStation Plus Premium. They should probably add two or three every month because the PlayStation 1 library is massive. And if you grew up with a PlayStation 1, this one instantly hits you in the nostalgia feels. You need to play it. And if you didn't, it's a great chance to see why Ridge Racer was just such a big deal at the time. I think it was a launch title for the PS1. Either way, just absolutely epic game. And if you're looking for some epic accessories, for your PlayStation Portal to make gaming even better on it in 2026, check out this video on screen now.